about social media or today, this for me it has a big effect on everybody. Say for example, when you look at social media of today, the way we think is so low because everybody just want to do what we call 30-second stuff. People are not patient on certain things. Like for example, I'm not against other likes of TikTok and everybody, because we're all in there. YouTube, everybody, we're all in there. But it's just the way we think as human these days, right? Where our patience is just not enough. Where our mindset right now is just for seconds,
Yeah.
not minute anymore,
Yeah, it's true.
not half an hour, not relaxing, nothing. Everything is just a second. It's just like we would create content, for example, content of 10 minutes. Some people will be very impatient to even
to sit down and watch it, like, yeah. No, I've noticed what, like, say the likes of TikTok and now with YouTube introducing shorts,
yeah,
what it's done to like our attention span. Like, it's like you're trained to only give your attention for like up to a minute, if
Yeah.
even, because like even like say on TikTok there's like 3 minute long videos. I watch half and then I'll keep scrolling. Like, I even catch myself doing that.
Yeah.
Like where you just don't have the patience to even finish a 3 minute video.
Absolutely. And for me, I feel like this is a problem though, because
yeah, it is.
Even
I wonder
when
if people notice that though.
I think people notice that, but it hasn't really come into effect. Maybe because we start to talk about it now, people start to kind of, not like they're gonna go away from it, but they start to realize how
Maybe
much
yeah,
time.
just realize.
Yeah, how much time you're spending on the social media platform. Where it's not about the time only, but what your brain can contain. How long can you process these things?
Yeah.
It's not like we don't process, but we process things, but we process things in a very short form. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Which means that then affects the patient that you're supposed to actually add with it. It's like going to school just to study. When the teacher is teaching, you have less attention towards what they're talking about. And then when they ask the question, you kind of have a little bit, but you forget the rest.
Yeah,
Why?
like you can't stay focused or concentrate for
Exactly.
too long. Yeah.
So for me, that's a big problem. So I don't know how people would have to kind of start to look back and try to make sure that this has an effect on us. Even me talking about it, it has an effect on me.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's nobody that will say they don't have effect in them. It's just that you haven't seen it now. Probably when we start talking about it, definitely you're gonna start to kind of realize that, oh, hang on a second, what this guy is saying definitely is true, because we cannot just process as much as we can in thinking, and even though we try to process it, it will become very aggravative. Is it aggravative or aggravative? Uneasy. Because the body cannot take it for too long. The head cannot process it for too long, so the body will react to it.
Yeah, and it's mad the way it happened. Like you wouldn't even think that something like that can do that to your brain.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you are watching, say, these videos every day,
Mm-hmm.
like if it's something that you practice every day, it's like you're training. It's either your brain or your body to something, right?
True.
If you're going to the gym, you're lifting weights every day, you're training your body. You're gonna get better, right? It trains in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you're watching these very short videos every day, you're training your mind to only be able to accept that.
Absolutely.
To only be able to take that,
Absolutely.
You're like, it's crazy, and like you wouldn't think that it would do that to you, but I can see it.
No, it does. It does. Because if you look at today, how many people pick up the book, right, to say, here's another, right? I'm going to be patient and read this novel through it. It's not like we cannot read. We can all read, or we can all pick these things to do. But because we have these gadget technology effects on our mind, on our eyes, on our listening, and our processor is changing. And it's crazy. When I first brought this issue up, it's why I observed myself. I was like, man, I knew how I can patient to do certain things, but I started to realize that even the brain starts to kind of, so we say, oh, maybe it's age. No, it has nothing to do with age. It is a reality. If you are someone who is always on the media, this has an effect on you. Straight
Yeah,
up. There is
definitely.
no way you want to say that, oh, it doesn't do anything to me. It does.
It will, yeah.
Because you've not yet started to see it.
Yeah.
Once you start to see it, you understand that
Yeah.
you can, because, I mean, if I put 10 minutes video online, what stop you not to watch that video from the beginning to the end and then make your comment or your judgment? But because your mind is not able to even process it, your mind is not able to help you see something that is funny enough that will catch your attention, then that's the problem. And that's why, if you look at the media these days, when we put content out there, we go look for that catchy phrase that makes you come to watch the other part of it. And the truth is that even that catchy phrase could just be only one part in the entire process.
Yeah, that's like the main hook
Yeah,
that you would
that will
hook the
come in.
person to, attract them to come and watch it in the
It's
first place.
crazy.
But like if the video is like 10 minutes long, I think most people, if they find a hook interesting, interest them already, they're going to skip through that 10 minutes. They will not sit down for 10 minutes and actually watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're going to keep skipping through it to watch it in depth.
But that is the whole conversation about processing the mind, I
think like the people like that are a bit older, like maybe our age and above, because you said that people think that it will not affect them or something.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're older, then at least it may not affect too much.
No.
But the ones I'm really concerned about is the teenagers, the young kids and the teenagers. I think because they're being taught this from such an early age.
Yes.
That's the people I'm concerned about. Their attention span,
of course,
is just going down now.
Yeah, I think well, actually, I have a very content for that and very strong content for that, but I don't think we should dive into those. But just to revert back to the point where you're talking about adult or no adult, I think for me, the idea is that so long as you have access to that network, so long as you are there on a regular basis, so long as you have anything to do with it specifically, right, is on you. Even before the likes of Facebook even came in and stuff like that, you can see a lot of people were so addicted to it. Facebook only dropped down in the last 2 or 3 years due to the pandemic, and then people figure out what they would need to do and stuff like that. Because if you remember very well, TikTok was actually for more of kids. Yeah. And all of a sudden, the adults just kind of swing into it.
It's just dancing and kids.
That's
and
it.
Lots of fun.
But what happened?
Now it's
adults,
a different story,
take over.
And that is a topic for a different day.
Absolutely. So we'll leave that for a different day to come back. But just to come back on this for wrap things up is that it doesn't matter what age category you belong to. In the end, so long as you're in that kind of platform, definitely you're hooked to it.
Yeah, no, definitely that's true. I just feel like the older ones have more of a chance because the way they grew up is completely different to what it's like now.
To society extent, yeah.
But the ones that are growing up now and have this TikTok and these short videos, like I said, they're the ones I'm really concerned about.
Absolutely. But look, no offense though, I know I do my own as well into it, but
I know, but like I noticed it because I noticed myself like that, you know, and like this is wrong. Like,
but it is good we're talking about it because this way,
just to bring awareness.
Just to bring an awareness, because this way I feel like, people can, take a cheap pill and, have a look and just kind of know how this can affect your mental state and help you to discover it right now when it's not too late. Even though it's too late, but at least we can still try to pick some screws and, screw some
I feel like if you, at least, we can bring the awareness to it. So now, if you catch yourself doing that, like say you have a 5 or 10 minute video that you want to watch, and you catch yourself kind of skipping through or whatever, at least now you know why.
Yeah.
And you can be like just take a deep breath and be like, okay, let me just relax, like I'm not rushing to anywhere. Let me just sit back and enjoy this 10-minute video.
Yeah.
You know,
even though it's not your interest, but just learn how to be patient. You know what I mean? Learning how to be patient to work your way through it. I think that way working on your patience, that way I believe that you start to get back to normality, because it does affect you, not only that but all the different stuff, you know.
It will start affecting you like in different areas of your life, like you know, you probably won't even notice it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, definitely, because it's like I said, it's training your mind in that way
all over again.
So without you noticing, realizing you doing other things during the day, and the impatience will be there. It's sad though.
Absolutely. All right, guys, this is where we're gonna wrap it up. I want to say thank you all for watching, and don't forget, it's the podcast next down. Share, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
That's how we do it. All right, see you soon. Take care.